Hello everyone and welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Stage Showcase. In the last episode I showed off 4 different stages. McDonald's, Anor Londo from Dark Souls, City Ruins from Nier Automata, and Destiny Islands from Kingdom Hearts. And in this one we're going to show off 4 more. So without further ado, let's start the showcase. Okay, so this is Alpine Skyline from A Hat in Time, a very good platformer which I highly recommend you play if you haven't done so already. This level is based on the final level of that game, which is a very mountainous region which has an open world aspect to it. This is the main hub, as you will, so when you first arrive in the main part of the level, this mountain in particular is the one you arrive at. So this is a recreation of this. I had a look at LPs of A Hat in Time to get a good feel of the stage layout and tried to recreate it as much as possible. That red U-shaped object there is meant to be the horn which you blow to summon the rails leading to all 4 other areas, which is where you get the timepieces from. There's a foreground object at the bottom there which is meant to be the platform that you arrive on when you first enter the level. Well, I say first enter the level, it's where you respawn from all but the first time you ever enter the level, as there's a unique section which you cannot do again in your first time through the game. That circular metal object to the left there is meant to be an egg, which represents the same location where an egg is in a bird's nest. There's also a house higher on the stage, as that's where there is a house in the stage itself. Now, because of the perspective, I could only create the front of the stage and didn't bother to do the details around the back. But if you look carefully to the left, there is a background object that looks like a bridge, which is meant to represent where the bridge is in the actual level itself. So I tried to make it look as if it was 3D, but Smash Bros. Is obviously played on a 2D plane, and I've had to stick by that. I don't have much more to say on this other than, if you have A Hat in Time, try booting up the game and going to Alpine Skyline and see how the front of this level matches up with the stage itself. Enjoy the rest of the match and I'll see you for the second stage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time! Sudden death, go! Game!
This is Gotham City. I think everyone knows where this is from. More specifically, I modded it after a Gotham stage in the Injustice series. Now, I haven't actually played the Injustice series, but when looking for pictures of Gotham City on Google Images, the image from the Injustice series was the one that came out first, and I thought it would be a good fit for Smash Bros., so I tried to recreate the look of that stage. So you're fighting on top of a building here, which has a vent, and you can see various buildings and skyscrapers behind you, along with some Gotham City landmarks. Because of the immense amount of detail I put into the background objects in this stage, it is unfortunately available for only 4 players. Then again, I don't think it's a very big stage, so that probably isn't too bad. It stops the stages from being too crowded when you've got more than 4 people participating in the battle. Man, that was an awful recovery attempt by me there. Building with the blue lines on it is Gotham Casino. That's about all I can tell you from my source image as to what the buildings in the background are supposed to be, but this is pretty much modeled after Gotham anyway. Hence why I was using the night theme for this one instead of the city theme, because, well, Gotham is always depicted at night, isn't it? Enjoy the rest of the battle and see you for the next stage. Okay, this stage is one of my favourites. It's the Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I thought it would be a very, very cool stage to fight on. As you can see, the main stage is on top of the shoulders and the head. However, you can also stand on the curves on the arms to take cover from the main stage fighters themselves and try to lure the others down into a pit. It's a very, very strange shaped stage because a lot of the detail went into creating a human look to it rather than an actual stage functionality, but I'm really pleased with how this one came out. Only downside is that this stage, being so detailed, I can only fit 4 players onto it. Well, I suppose that shouldn't be too surprising, but considering I have about 6 characters who are just supposed to be a home stage for, then they can't really all fight on the same stage as each other. Oh well. Music is from Wonderful 101, and anyone who's heard or played that game should immediately recognise why that music was chosen for this stage. As you can see by Tommy's KO there, it's a tough stage to get back onto unless you have multiple jumps like a character like Pit, Dark Pit or Kirby, or perhaps any other Sakurai character. Or Charizard. Not Peach and Daisy though. Their recovery is very, very good, but it's more vertically orientated, and they will be hopeless when trying to get back on the stage if they fall down the sides, so be very careful when fighting on the stage not to get too trapped too far down that you can't recover. This is Super Hexagon. It's based on the mobile game by Terry Kavanagh. And yeah, I think by watching this footage you can see this is just pretty much a crazy stage. In order to emulate Super Hexagon, I had the entire stage constantly rotating. As you can imagine and see right in front of your eyes, this makes for a stage where the battle is staying on the stage itself more so than fighting the other fighters. It's just absolute chaos. This stage is far from being competitively viable. In fact, it would be instantly banned if it were a real stage. However, if you just want a bit of fun, then this is a stage that I tried to make to be a bit fun. In Super Hexagon, the platforms are constantly moving towards the centre as your triangle character around the hexagon in the middle has to try and avoid them. This was impossible to recreate in Smash Bros, so having the platforms just spin around the object was the closest I could get. So I positioned multiple rotation gears all in the centre of every single object in this level. I recommend this level more for time-based matches rather than stock-based matches. It could work with a stock-based match, but it would probably just be people trying desperately to avoid dying. Anyway, you get the idea of the stage, and this is the last stage in the video, so come back next time for another Smash Bros stage showcase, because I'm not quite done yet. However, if you want, you can watch the rest of this match playing on this stage right now, but I think it's pretty much more of the same from what you've already seen. These stages are not available online right now. As soon as I get Nintendo Switch Online though, which I plan to do around the time Super Mario Maker 2 comes out, I will be putting these stages online and you can then download them. Download codes will go up in their own separate video when that time comes.